everyone, and welcome to our Fall Poetry Slam. We have some CTC students who are going to be vying for Best Poet and first, second, and third place of Best Poem. Two of our students, Ashley Demers and Azriel, is here live with us today. We also have Lee Greenthaner, and we have pre-recorded poems from Mara Cruz Enriquez. And so what we'll be doing is we're going to be showing two for Ashley Demers. Then we're going to alternate between Mara Cruz and Israel for the rest of it. And then we are going to have three judges that are going to be judging throughout this, and they will be giving us the results via text, and we will be able to announce the winner before we leave today. So, welcome, poets. How are you guys doing?
I am pretty excited, but also nervous at the same time. This is like my first time doing this.
Well, you're going to do great. You are absolutely going to do great. And we have one of our returning champs, Ashley, that this is old hat to her, right, Ashley?
Sort of, but it's still nerve-wracking.
All right. Well, instead of just talking about the poems, we are going to go ahead now and get started. So, Ashley, will you go ahead and take it away?
Thank you. So the first one I'm going to read is entitled The Boys, Jack, in parentheses. Misery and pain, guilt so cold, and shame met relief with a name. His name is Jack. He makes up for the love I lack. Oh, he never gets old, his glow a luscious gold. In the dark, he practically glows. Oh, Mr. Daniels, don't you know? You're my favorite of the boys, and so, even on my darkest nights, I find comfort in your honey brown light. Like a beacon across the ocean waves, you are always there to save me. I don't realize you're starting to enslave me. I'm blinded by your never-ending charms. You promise me you mean no harm. And of course, I fall back in your arms, caught up in our dance of sin, trying to feel, but I'm dead within. Yet I feel free to do as I please, like a carefree flower in the breeze. I come crashing down and freeze. You bastard, you disgraceful tease. As I slip into a deep, dark hole, I know I will never feel whole until we break it off and go our separate ways. I'm dancing around in a funny daze. My eyes open, I feel betrayed. Did I just let myself be played? Was always tight with all the boys. We were always each other's toys. It seemed to be a great arrangement. Awareness led to estrangement. But then I look up to see your glow getting closer to me. Then you whisper sweet sorries in my ear. I forgive you, Jack, my dear. You rise and reach out your hand. I feel my feet making me stand. Our fingers entwined, your glow turns to shine. You narrow your eyes and say, you are mine. We begin again our dance of destruction, another several hours of seduction. Out of all the boys, I love you so. Jack, it seems you'll never let me go. Thank you. And my second one is entitled Rivers. Blue skies one day, gray skies the next. Never know what will happen next. First the sun is shining bright, next the sky threatens dark as night. The clouds start to gather, the sun tries to fight, but sometimes the sun doesn't always win. Slow rolling thunder deep down within. Lightning flashing, gusts of wind. Slowly the storm builds. Starts with small drops of rain on the ground. Thunder deepens and gradually gets loud. Lightning breaks through the clouds. A fierce storm of fury starts all around. As the drops get bigger, the wind blows stronger, wondering if a whirlwind will be waiting any longer. The floodgates open, the drops turn to streams. Streams get bigger and turn into rivers, wondering how much longer this will last. When will the sun show its face at last? And just when you think the rivers will flood, everything stops and you look up above. Black clouds fade to gray, night turns into day. Gray turns into bright blue, and the sun peeks its radiant face through. Heaviness leaves and is replaced with serenity and peace. Yet you remember, yet still on guard. Sometimes it storms, but it won't always be that hard. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and play one of Maricruz Enrique's poems.
Cindy, we can't hear it.
Yep. Wait. Got it. Sorry about that. I forgot to hit the button, the right button. Okay.
Transformation. Above the surface, over the moon, curled up a hairy caterpillar, sleeping in its warmed-up cocoon, patiently waiting for a pleasant and mysterious surprise. The unique transformation of a small and defenseless caterpillar is what this had to advise. From a strand of silk it spins, now transformed into a butterfly, is how its new life begins. Munching its way through a tasty leaf, watching the transformation from a caterpillar to butterfly is such sweet relief. Go on, spread your wings with all your beautiful colors. The beautifully created features of this creature is what the soul discovers. Orgullosa de ser yo.
All right. Oops. Hang on. All righty. So, Azrael, it is your turn.
All right. So my first one of the poem is going to be called Where I'm From. I am from past military experience and a doctor's patience, from top ramen and Amazon tablets. I am from the loud rooms where electricity is my safe place. Calm, crazy, the yin yang of my life's essence. I am from the dandelions explosions when blown upon, the large oak trees looking down on my existence always, where the cold can encapsulate a man's soul. I am from video gaming and sensitivity that is now as mellow as a garden, from a grandfather who has come from fighting for his freedom, from a grandmother whose peace fills the room with a board. From looking too close to the TV can make you blind, to looking at the TV too much can ruin your mind. I'm from games bring education, not addiction. I'm from the holders of 3 lakes, black hair, from meat lovers and whatever the one desires. I'm from the lips that were sealed to not tell a soul, the stories never spoken of, the minds of the blank slates that didn't mean a moment, the scattered lives left around us, the houses we left behind, and the world. The scattered artifacts that never plagued the lives of the innocent, that never made a moment flip upside down, and never made a sound. Where I'm from is from a sanctuary I call home. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So we're going to do another one of Maricruz's. Good job, Azrael. All right.
Un padre muy trabajador. Siempre llegaba con una sonrisa y demostrándole a su familia amor. Con un plato de frijoles y ricas tortillas, con gusto nos sentábamos a comer. Padres como ellos es una bendición tener. No me olvido de mi madre, que por ella también soy la mujer que soy. Me dijo, hay que mantener la cabeza hacia arriba, donde quiera que yo voy. Me enseñaron que el dinero va y viene. No hay que aferrarme a lo material. Afortunados somos, si tan siquiera, por para el desayuno tenemos una cazuela de cereal. A mí no me falta nada. Gracias a Dios me ha ido muy bien. Feliz, pasando cada día, más o menos al 100. Lo que un padre enseña siempre se queda en la mente y en el corazón. A respetar a los que nos rodean y tratarlos con puro amor. Scarlet Promise.
All right. Okay. Whoops, hang on. Okay. All righty. We're back with Azrael. Okay, so take it away.
This is my second poem called Imperfectionist. In a world, there are talents. With this category falls artists, editors, dreamers, even a god's mixture of them all. And here I stand, alone. No pride, no talent, no justification, just imperfections. I stay with one, then fall at the other. I smile at one, and then cry at the other. I fight at one, and then die at the other. Nobody is perfect, but those standards are higher than mine. But I guess you can say I am an imperfectionist. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. All righty. And we've got one more from Mara Cruz.
A respetar a los que nos rodean y tratarlos.
Sorry about that.
Scarlet Promise. A cardinal came to visit. It does it accordingly. When I'm upset at something, or I'm randomly caught off guard, it pops up at my window like it knows that I am lonely. Stopping by is a cardinal, meaning someone sent from heaven just wants to say hello. Sending a special message from loved ones. Life since then, without each other, is pretty hard to swallow. The sweet sound of the cardinal, when happy, singing with the perfect pitch of tweet. The beautiful bright red color will obviously bring you to your feet. Cardinals are my favorite. I hope now they are yours too. There's nothing like a cardinal to get you through tough times. When you most find yourself feeling blue.
Okay. Okay, so that was our poets, and we're going to give our judges a few minutes to go ahead and get the results to Lee. And while we're waiting, Ashley, you're still here, which is awesome. There was a chance she was going to have to go to class early. Um, guys, how did it feel to be sharing some of your ideas, your thoughts in a poem?
Quite honestly, for me, like the one with imperfections, that one was made quite a while ago because I was kind of going through a state of just basically just pure sadness, and I really didn't know what else to do other than video game or something like that. So I decided, why not just write a poem? And I made that one up, and I am actually kind of proud of that because it does encapsulate some of the feelings I thought of where I did feel like there's so many things out in the world, and then there's just me where I don't have much of a talent. I don't have much of anything to bring to such a degree of where everyone's doing this and that and this and that, and I applaud everybody, but I'm just kind of not doing much. And sometimes I have to realize that I may not do much, but that's okay with me. And I am kind of proud of myself for knowing that.
Well, thank you. That's and yes, give yourself more credit because you may feel that way, but you just presented two awesome poems. So yes, yes, I know. Ashley's agreeing. That was just powerful. That was powerful. What about you, Ashley? You've been evolving over the years doing these poems. How did you feel?
Oh, it's funny. Both of them just kind of came to me one night. The first one that I wrote, it came to me at night, and I just kind of just stopped what I was doing and started writing it down. And I didn't really realize what I was doing until it was over. So it was almost like a blind writing. And the one with Rivers, I wrote that during church. Uh, I know I should have been paying attention in church, but I just I got my, I got the inspiration because, as I know you know, and maybe some people knew, with the byways and the other poetry slam. Um, this New Year's Eve will mark 1 year since my niece was murdered, and some things just they remind you, and it just comes out of nowhere. And one of the songs we were singing at church had the tune to the song that they play when the ball drops, the Auld Lang Syne. It had that tune to it, and while I was singing it, I had to when I was on the worship team, I had to try to fight every tear that was about to come down. And as soon as we were done singing that song, I had to run to the bathroom, and I was just like sobbing in there for 10 minutes. And the song that we sang after that one was Amazing Grace. And although that one's always sung at like every church service, the last time I actually sang that song was at her funeral. So it was just a lot of different reminders. And I was just trying to remind myself, like, I just kind of compared grief to a thunderstorm that just kind of comes out of nowhere, and then it goes away. And you can't really control it, but it's not always going to be hard every single day. And the first one that I wrote was actually about my struggle that I used to have with addiction, with liquor. I've been sober from it for 5 years now, but I just kind of was explaining how I used to feel, and my favorite drink at that time was Jack Daniels. So that's why I wrote about the evils of Jack Daniels, at least in my perspective. So it was just random things that just kind of came to me, and it was funny because when I wrote that one, it was a couple of days before I found the virtual poetry slam ad on the floor in the Fine Arts Building, and I was like, wow, that was perfect timing. So yeah,
You're meant to
that's
be a
just
poet and you're meant to have your poems recognized.
Very much
So
so.
yeah, take that as a just a hint. And I want to share with Mara Cruz. Mara Cruz has kept in touch with me for probably going now on a year and a half, and I have watched her process of uh, writing her poems. She's constantly sending me her poems and I have to applaud Mara Cruz because she's never given up. She's thought a couple of times about giving up, but I see strength and I see I'm not giving up. I am going to continue to write because I want to be a poet. So, Mara Cruz, I know you're out there watching this, and we're all very proud of you as well. So, yay. Yay. Well, Lee, how you coming with the
The votes are coming in. I just got
yep.
to write them down and tally them.
Oh, okay. So let her add, we're going to add it up a minute. So let me ask, Israel, are you just starting at CTC, or have you been a student a while? Are you fine arts, English? What's up?
So I am actually a high school senior who is also with ECHS is going into CTC. So I've obviously been here for about 4 years now, starting off small with little classes, and now I'm on to biology with not for non-majors in federal government. And quite honestly, I've I've gone through a lot, like, with like COVID kind of hitting hard at a certain point, and that's just kind of wrecking a lot of things with my school year, and I missed out on a lot. But I think with this year, I've done so much, and I've excelled over my life with so many things that I can now say that I'm proud because had had I not had the friends I had now, had I not had the little bit of motivation through junior year, I would have not made it this far. And I probably would have been off somewhere else. You would not see me here today doing two poems for the first time in front of I don't know how many people there are in this live stream for the Poetry Slam doing what I never thought I would do it, and it amazes me. And that even I told my mom, I was like, I'm doing a poetry slam in front of so many people for the first time, doing two poems I never thought I would read out loud. And she was like, "You are so much braver than I could ever be, because I would never be able to do this in front of a big audience." And I was like, I am doing this because I feel confident on reading things that I've just wrote just out of the blue. I've just loved poetry, and I would write poems here and there, and I would just do it just for fun, but I never would think of I would always read them out loud to friends, but I never thought I would read them to just random people. And now that I can take this off as a mark off of my bucket list into actually doing something for so many people to watch. And I hope to play this back and see how it went, because I want to show this to my mom. If she's here watching this right now, I love you so much. I am doing I'm doing of so much of bravery of just being here and reading these. And quite honestly, I never would have done a lot of things without you. And quite honestly, I hope to do more of these poetry slams, even when I'm out of here. I would want to come back again and again and do these every year and just see myself improve throughout with all of these poetries I'm doing, and hopefully even make it into a book one day full of other poems that people have made. So that is very much one of my big dreams. And quite honestly, just in the end, I'm proud of myself for what I've done during these 4 years of, let's be honest, it was bad. But I am glad that I am here now doing this, and probably doing many more of these and come in the future.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much. And we also both of our students here, or one's been a long time member of the Writers CTC Writers Guild, and Azriel has just joined the CTC Writers Guild. And if you've seen our social media, we have had two of our writers and people in past poetry slams and byways that is now published authors. So all three of you poets are going to you're taking steps, you're becoming your career, your future, and we're at the library so proud of you guys. So, just give yourselves a big pat on the back, because yes, you're right. It does take a lot of bravery to do what you just did. And we're just so proud of you guys, all three of you guys, because I know Mara Cruz is watching and listening as well. And we're going on another journey with Ashley. She keeps taking us into other rooms. So, Lee, did you get all the results yet?
Yes, we had the results now. Um,
Okay. Do we need a drum roll?
Oh
well, first of all, do you want me to do third place on up, or build up to
Yeah,
it first?
this is for best poems, correct? So third
Yes.
place, best poems. All right,
Yes.
let's
Okay.
roll it, Lee. And thank you, judges. We have Professor Phillips and Professor Royster and Lee as our judges. We usually don't announce the judges, but we did this time because they were just so awesome in helping us out. So thank you, judges. So all right, we're ready.
Okay, so the third place poem was A Scarlet Promise by Mare Cruz.
Yay! All right.
The second place poem was Imperfectionist by Azriel.
All right.
Oh my
Read.
God! Wait.
Breathe, Azrael, breathe.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
we actually had a tie for first place poem because there was
We'll
two
take
really
it.
great ones, and as the judges we couldn't decide between the two. So the ties for first place are Where I'm From by Azrael and The Boys by
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh, Ashley, sorry, I forgot your name for like a second.
Oh, yay, my goodness. I'm
Oh,
so
please.
proud of you guys. Mara Cruz, I know you're just thrilled.
Good
Dude,
job, Azrael. Good job.
Yeah,
I did not
yeah.
expect this at all.
Good job, dude. It was awesome.
Look at
Oh
that.
my
Two
god.
for two, Azrael.
I'm so
And
proud. I'm
then
so proud.
the winner for the best poet was Azrael. So
All right, Azrael. Well, I am just thrilled. I'm thrilled. Guys, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you
Are-
so much. I did not expect to get second, first, and best poet.
You
You
did
were born
great.
to do it. You were born to do. You remember that. You
Yes.
were born to do this. Keep
Yeah.
that confidence.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Look at that. From another great poet. So awesome, awesome. And I just have to shout out to Mara Cruz. You've been saying, will I ever be above fourth place? Guess what? You just got third place.
Third, I am actually
So
really. Those poems were great.
yes, so we're very proud of Mara Cruz, and everybody just keep going. Like you said, Ezreal, we've got this for you guys. Just keep going. One of the things we're trying to do is to encourage creativity and encourage bravery. I love that word that you had. And Ashley, thank you again. We love visiting with your life because watching your poems as you progress in life is just it's just been an amazing thing. So I think we're outside now, right?
No, we've been in the fine arts building the whole time. I just went from a hallway to my classroom to the hallway because some of my classmates were coming in. So
Okay. All right.
Okay.
we're still in the same building.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, we're going to be distributing all of your prizes to you. Um, thank you so much. Don't leave after we stop the stream, because we want to talk to y'all a second. Thank you again, poets, so much, and thank you, Lee. I'm gonna go ahead. We've got like somebody in the back over there. I just want to remind everyone, everybody, we're all off for Thanksgiving week, but right as we get back, that Tuesday when we get back, we have our next Night Sky Tour. It will be streaming on Hobby Memorial Library's Facebook. If Lee can put that in the comments, our URL for that. And we will also that Wednesday, we will have our next Communication Meets Community, which has been a weekly competition in the library for prizes, and it's all about public speaking. So, which is what our three poets have done today. So, thank you again, and we're gonna let you guys go back to class. And any last words?
Quite honestly, thank you so much that I did not expect to get second. Again, I did not expect to get second and first and best poet for my first ever time on Poetry Slam. And to Ashley and to Mary Cruz, y'all did so well. But for Ashley, I literally was sitting here, while you're reading your first poem, I was like, oh my gosh, you were doing so well. And I was so nervous. But yeah, because your first poem was heavenly. Your first poem really took me back, and I was like, you, you crushed it. You really do, and I really do deserve. You really do deserve to have a tie for first place because yeah, your poems are really great, and I'm glad that you got first with me. And Mary Cruz, if you are watching, you did such an amazing job. Your poems were splendid. They were very descriptive. I know you were having fun with those, and quite honestly, I know you're gonna make it to the top. I really do think so.
I second that. You did awesome, Ezreal. For your first time, that was incredible. That was incredible regardless if it was your first time. I'm just so very, very proud of you. I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh, it was just great. And Veracruz, I gotta say, my favorite one was the Scarlet Promise. It
Same.
just, oh man, I just kind of closed my eyes and was just listening to you recite it. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for all of everyone.
Right. Well, thank you. Amazing words. We truly appreciate it. And I know Maricruz appreciates it also. So, all right. Well, everyone, just keep checking in with us. Keep checking in. Start watching library events. We're going to be in 2022 putting them on our website, and then we're going to be moving them over to CTC's website because we want everybody to participate in all of our virtual events. Thank you again, everyone, and you have an awesome day. So say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. And leave.